Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sil Curiati and this is Story by Sil Curiati. Here you get some tips and tricks to become an even better storyteller, seller, and improve your presentation skills. If you like the content, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you get the notifications. In this series, what not to do when all they want is to hear a good story, I'm gonna talk about showing your emotions. That's a very tricky one. I can assure you that not everyone agrees with me on that. In almost 30 years of career, I've always heard that I should not show my feelings. That if I was sad or even happy or kind of uncomfortable, I should not let people see that. And come on, that's what happens in life too, right? If you're with a real estate agent seeing a new house, what you learned is that you should not show how much you love the house, so you have a better negotiation power. However, I tend not to agree that this is helpful all the time, especially when we are presenting. But that does not mean that you have to cry on stage or burst a laugh on stage. Of course, you should not do that. But showing controlled emotions can be very helpful to create a connection, to build the connection with your audience. The truth is, our emotions are what make our stories worth listening to. We all love feeling things when we are listening to other people's stories. We don't like flat stories. We like ups and downs. We like to see that something happened and an emotion was provoked. And then there was a reaction to it. And if there is one thing that's true about talks and presentations, is that people won't necessarily remember what you tell them, your words, but they will remember how you made them feel. And if you are emotionless, you probably won't succeed in provoking people's emotions, in triggering some feelings and sentiments about your talk. So as I said, it does not mean that you should show all of your emotions and kind of mark the chapters of your story with emotions. It's not about that. It means, though, that you will add special parts to the story, to your narrative, that you know you have feelings about. You will not omit those parts. Because if you're feeling things as you talk, as you speak, people will feel it too. They will notice the change in your voice, in your tone of voice, in the cadence, in your eyes, in the way you stop and pause. These are all results of emotions. If you're not only rehearsing the technique, these things will come naturally as you speak. We never talk about sad things with an upbeat voice, like speaking out loud. You won't do that. And the opposite is the same. You won't talk about happy things with a low tone of voice, like going down. So all these details are very important for us to create something that connects to the audience and the audience feels what you're talking about. Remember one thing, they won't remember all the words, and that's why I'm repeating it to you, but they will remember how you make them feel. So make sure you have some feelings underpinning your story. By knowing what these little details provoke on you, and by knowing them so deeply, which means that you have to practice beforehand, you will naturally convey emotion to whatever you're saying. So it's a very simple tip here. If you're preparing your presentation outline or a storyboard, for example, just make sure that you add the word, the emotion that you want people to feel in that particular part of your narrative. Add that word for you to practice. So every time you practice, you're gonna read that and remember what type of emotion you should be passing on to people. So you'll know how to speak, how to gesticulate, how to pause, and how to look at people's eyes. I hope you enjoyed this content. It's very simple and I'd love to hear your thoughts on how you make people feel your presentation. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell. I'll see you soon.